Do you have a diamond lollipop?
No,
You see that?
no. What you talking about?
Apparently, it was the BET Awards last week. I'm sure you saw it.
Okay,
But who was it? Playboy Cardi had a diamond lollipop.
that's the one performance I didn't watch. So
No, I didn't see the performance. I just saw my Instagram feed. It was like diamond. I was like, why am I seeing this? Show me SZA. Like, what? It's like diamond lollipop, but he's not performing. He was just sucking on a lollipop, and then apparently it's not not a real lollipop. It's just
it's just
literally
a
like it's not
what?
candy.
It's just
He's
a
just
prop.
got something to suck on. I'm
Hmm.
like,
No, I saw the Wale. I saw the Wale backstage. Like, you ain't know who's Wally or the streamer. I can't remember his name.
oh yeah, they got the streamers all involved now, right?
It's bringing in more. Listen, more people didn't even know the show was on until streamers started live tweeting
I'm
it.
not judging it. It makes sense.
No, but I'm one of the people. I was like, oh, it was on tonight. Like, how often do you have a BT Awards on a Sunday? I mean, sorry, on a Monday. It was
Monday,
on a
yeah,
Monday. And I was like,
yeah,
what? So I'm gonna watch it.
yeah.
And then
I saw that clip, and then Kevin Hart in the Usher coat. That's all I said.
that I saw Jamie Foxx accept his award and then like make hilarious jokes about Stevie Wonder. I was like, how did this guy know to give me the award? I was like, this guy still has it. It's really good, actually.
Good. Jamie's back on his game. That's good. Like to see that. No, I didn't see that. I just saw the two clips. I was like, oh, BT was on. I just saw him trying to feed cherries to Kerry Washington.
Yeah, and shut down and Tisha Arnold and
Oh yeah, at first, yeah,
Tisha Campbell and Tashana Arnold. Yeah. Like he's just getting shut down left and
and
right.
then he goes over. Yeah, and he gets that's a funny bit.
And then like Drewski and what's his name were on stage with him too. I can't remember
I didn't see that.
who's the guy that you don't like, but
Okay, I
super
don't.
popular.
Here's the thing. I don't not the only ones I like.
You're oversaturated. He's too
Oversaturated.
oversaturated. But I can't remember for the life of me. I can't think of his name.
The dreads.
Yep,
Kai.
Kai Snap.
Yeah, Kai's not. None of them. From the things that I've seen, I'm like, oh, I don't like this guy, except for that one white dude. That one white dude's a fucking goof. What's his name? I don't know. I don't want to know his name. But he's just
Oh, Logan.
no, not him, not him. He all he does is stream.
I don't know. Oh, Aiden Ross.
That's the one.
Yeah,
I can't stand
But
that dude. I was
but
like,
he's political now.
yeah, I don't know.
agenda.
He seems like a douchebag. I don't.
That's the definition of an industry plant.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a goof.
We've
But,
been using
like,
it wrong.
Anybody else? I'm just like, I don't want to be in this stratosphere. Please stop showing me this. I'm happy for all these guys, like Mr. Beast and Kai Cenat, and
No,
the
but I
other guy
have for
who
Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is problematic across the board.
he is.
Scratch one surface and you'll see how much just BS.
Okay, but I'm just saying I don't want same thing. I just don't want to be in those stratospheres, but
Yeah,
they
fair,
just keep
fair.
feeding them. It's like, okay, I guess it's just reality now. It is what it is.
Yeah, like so our generation coming up was vloggers, right? Like we had Rick the Temp.
Rick the Temp, yeah, but they were easy to avoid is the thing. That now they're just everything's shoved, and it's like,
Right, but they were based through television, right? Like that was
right.
the
So you
medium.
can just turn it off.
The internet has now become everywhere. So you obviously you can't turn it off, but they're popping up on formats and places that you weren't expected to see them. That you're just like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, I don't want to do this.
Rick the Temp. That got me. That was a good dig.
This is dick. Well, there's only much music, right? So
Yeah, Master T.
yes, I was waiting for that call. And Stramble, Strapanopolis.
Strombolopoulos. He's actually still going. He's like,
So is Temp.
is he?
Temp went to like ET Canada.
He did, but is he still there?
I don't know. Who's following Rick the Temp's career?
He was doing like fashion stuff, right?
Listen, I'm not following his career.
No,
Sorry, not sorry.
like I said, right? Like, yeah, you fill in the blank.
No, I'm not following him.
He's a temp, man.
He did good. I was happy with Munch Music. I'm like a Munch Music generation, right? Like I was happy with it, Music Plus and all that.
I wonder where PJ Phil is.
He goes to wrestling shows. That's the
Does
one.
he? Hey,
I saw him
represent.
there. And
The
he's
old
still
Toronto
like, yeah.
boy.
I still know Snit. And I was like, yes.
Oh yeah, Snit. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they were amazing, man. They were like, that was home. When you come home from school and Snit and Phil were on, I was like, oh, this is like.
You could tell the fans in Coke and Dang fashion the fact that we spent 4 minutes talking about.
It's par for the course. When we're not into what we're reading, we talk about anything else.
Yeah. Everything.
This is Arc Analysis.
Arc Analysis.
This is
Arc Analysis.
Arc Analysis.
Arc Analysis.
Oh boy.
I was going to ask you what the over-under you thought this episode was going to be. I was going to put the over 10 minutes. and I still
Oh,
think
this will be over 10 minutes. Yeah,
I was gonna say under
it's
because
inflated now, but
that's right. But if you cut 5 minutes off, because I don't have a lot to say about this.
Alien versus Predator versus Terminator, published by Dark Horse in 2000, written by Mark Schultz, drawn by Mel Ruby. Okay, so there's no way that, like, when you saw this,
Mm-hmm.
you knew it wasn't gonna be good, right? Like, just the title alone.
It looks quintessential '90s, so
Yes.
that that's a check. That's a up. You get a point for that because I like that era. But 3 panels in, I was like, "There's this. This is not gonna turn out well for anybody."
What did you think of the idea of using Ripley in this?
She's the only thing that would make sense
Yeah.
to like draw people in from any other properties, but they don't even utilize the properties that they're bringing in. So
No, they don't. I thought they were gonna go more of a Alien versus Predator Requiem thing, where it's just
yep,
like a bunch of no names in a town and they're
yep,
fighting type stuff.
that would have
But
been an amazing comic.
that's what I thought was good. But they're trying to make like Ripley and Annalise Call like a thing, and she's from the one Alien movie I haven't seen, which is Resurrection. You've seen
yeah,
them all, right?
yeah,
So I've seen 1, 2, 3, and then like some of the newer ones. But 4 I never saw, and this takes place right after 4.
yeah. That's not helping it. That's not a good
No, so Ripley is
point to
a
take.
hybrid now, right? It's a Ripley
Yeah,
clone. She's like an alien human clone, right? That doesn't mean anything in this. She doesn't do anything different. Just
nobody does anything,
no.
and for whatever reason, aliens, Terminators, and Predators are hybrids of each other or cosplaying as each other and hiding within each other. I was like, why?
Yeah, so Annalise Call and the story and her generic blonde guy companion seek out the legendary Ripley to help them lead an attack on a military base that is up to no good. What are they up to? I don't know, but it's no good. So we're gonna need. That's literally what they're like. I don't know
Yeah.
what they're doing, but you gotta come help us, and we want you because you're the best, Ripley. But they're not really sure what kind of good it is, and so they find the toughest badass around to come as muscle and intelligence, and they get in the ship, the space stations rather, and they run into a Terminator. Like Dr. Trollenberg was a Terminator, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's not good.
but then they meet the Alpha Terminator, who's a
Yeah,
Terminator alien hybrid,
yeah, not good.
right? And then the Predator's there.
Because he's a hunter. He's got to hunt. Sure,
So he's hunting the Alpha Terminator.
it's not good.
Was that the idea? Because they don't say it. And then he gets dusted, and then more Predators come. Then they kidnap Ripley.
For all the exposition that's given in this book, they still don't tell you what's going on.
No, they don't.
It's such a heavy copy book, and it's all bullshit about
Yeah.
like this character needs to get over this character, and this character needs to move forward and fight with this character. But they're not saying anything, which
No.
reminds me of the '90s.
Yeah, yeah. But it was just so funny, like, because you said like 3 pages in, you're out, and it's like within 3 pages, Annalise is literally like, "Come help us in this mission." It's like that. It's like that scene from The Town, except they're not friends.
Yeah,
It's like, I need your help. I don't want any questions. You just got to come. And Jeremy Renner's like, "Yeah, man."
yeah,
It's the same thing, except these people
yeah.
don't know each other. So it does.
It doesn't make sense, and they're all basically carbon copies. Like there's no real distinction between any of the characters other than Ripley and Annalise.
Yeah.
Like all the big hulking brutes are the
Generic.
same
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, and not enough of them died, considering
Mhm.
that this should have been a bloodbath between all three races of Terminators, aliens, and Predators. So it's a very much hoodwinked comic.
It is, and then the Predators are the only ones kind of used as characters because the Terminators don't have personality, so they're just like a force, and the aliens are aliens, and they're the MacGuffin in this, basically. Like they're
I guess
kind of right. They're trying to
yeah.
because they're trying to get them. So the Skynet Terminators are trying to. I was gonna say breed. They're trying to cross with them to create this new
It doesn't make
wave of
sense.
Terminators that are indestructible. But then they beat them anyway. Remember they meet, so they did start to do that, and then Ripley's small team was able to take them all out. So they're not that strong.
I don't agree with anything that happens.
Okay.
I'm fighting that we have to talk about. And Sam, I had to read this book 3 times because we kept
That's
pushing it
wild.
back. And I had to go back and be like, "Is it really bad?" It was bad. I was like, "Is it
So
really bad?"
you're for sure like that. At least for. I think I'm trying to find a silver lining here. At least
there's
you
no
know
silver-
for sure it's.
I knew 3 pages in this was bad, but
The
I had to
first time or the second time?
first time. But then we had to go film a whole bunch of other stuff and record. I was like, all right, fine, it's got pushed back. And I purposely didn't write notes to this because it's like, what am I going to talk about? This is terrible. It just reminds me of the 90s and they don't use any characters back. But okay, we have to do it, so I should probably read it again. And I was like, oh no, this is terrible. This is terrible again. And there's 4 issues of it.
What's funny is I have notes for this, but I've pretty much gone through them already.
Yeah, it's over.
Because there's not really much to go on. It's just, it ends with Ripley. Oh, it ends with a nod to Alien 1. Is that Alien? They can't see your face right now.
Can't see anything
But
I'm
it's
doing
amazing.
right now. And I'm upset. And they tried to salvage it at the end, and they
Yeah.
didn't. Wouldn't this have been an easier title if they removed one of the 3
Yes,
tent poles?
absolutely. Because then they wouldn't have to force them all in. Like, I don't know whose idea this was.
Hey guys, you know what's better than Terminators and Aliens?
Terminators
Predators.
and Aliens and Predators.
Yeah, this is a boardroom meeting gone bad, and no writer to be like, okay, let's write a story here.
Yeah, because you really do in this type of situation. Like there's just too much going on that you need to just make it an all out war. Don't worry about the people in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I guess follow one predator around since they're the most quote unquote humanoid of the 3, and then have them die at the end, right? Sacrificing themselves, something like that.
Yeah, if this was a bloodbath on a space station, where let's say,
And the humans just collateral. Yeah,
yeah, where like a general is like, okay, we're gonna get our troops in there as collateral damage, and then we just keep opening doors to see which one survives, and then we'll take the survivor and then clone that. Then you write the story off of whoever wins that fight. But you could have 3 issues of just Terminators taking down Predators, Predators taking down Aliens, Aliens taking down Terminators.
Yeah.
And maybe one person surviving or not. Probably better that not.
probably. Yeah, because then it just closes that loop, right?
But any video game or any comic or any movie where the human makes it out, you're like, no, this is not real. This is
No.
this make believe. Like
We're the lowest in the food chain.
we would, if any of these properties came to life in the real world, we would be assimilated within minutes.
Yes, any of them.
And we'd either they would just crush us, or we'd be stupid enough to like fire a nuke and then just end up killing ourselves in that. So like this wasn't a dream of like, okay, humans made it. I was like, not like,
No. Who would you, if you had to choose one of those to fight, what would you fight? Or what would you try and like survive against? How's that?
I hate robots because AI is just gonna.
No, they're just gonna walk through your house.
I would pick predators because at least there's a
honor.
yeah, and like a rules of engagement, and like
Yeah.
I can kind of like sleep in mud and like hope that he just doesn't find me.
You've seen Prey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sleeping in mud.
Yeah, exactly.
Aliens will inevitably smell me out, and I can't make a sound. I'm suck. And Terminators are just like they go through time, like they know everything.
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
like they're machines. So I don't see me winning that either, and I don't think I'm winning against a Predator. But
No, let's be real here. That would have been my choice too. That would have been my choice.
there's still a chance. There's still a chance. So yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's muddy.
Listen,
You know,
if Danny Glover could take on a Predator and
Yeah.
live to talk about it, he's not too old for this shit.
Also, I shout out to the generic blonde guy companion. He actually survives.
I'm not shouting out anybody in this comic.
Why?
No, nobody gets a shout out.
He's in the last panel. Why?
I don't care.
What's his name?
I don't know. I think they thought they could have had, and that's the thing. For you to want, like a continuance, like a next title, why would you pick the human? Like,
Yeah.
wouldn't it be funner to like have an alien flying? I was like, oh no, aliens are still alive, or a Terminator. Like, oh no, Terminators, Predator stuff. Like human, I was like, I don't give a fuck about this guy. What do you do? He can't breathe in space. Like, so it's just embarrassment of riches because you had every title that you could possibly use, and then you use them all incorrectly, which is insane. Like that's
Yeah.
How does an editor be like, you know what? It needs more human deaths in this.
Because Ripley dies, doesn't she?
I guess, but it's not
Possibly.
even her. Again, I don't want to talk about this more than we have to talk about this, and we've already reached the over. So I'm done.
Yo, so we rank these on a good or bad basis. Boom for good, ba for bad, or whoosh for what I just read. Dank, how intense is your boom for this?
This may be my new worse than ninjets.
Is your new low? It's worse than wow. I don't think it is, but I think it's very, very close.
Bah. So we have it up there. Bah. If you bring in the titles of Aliens, Predators, and Terminators and still manage to drop the ball, that's worse than an independent. I've created ninjets.
That's a good point.
You had three chances to like hit something, and you hit nothing. Like you whiffed all of them on T-ball.
Yeah. Yes.
So like that's worse than ninjets.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
Ninjets was original. It's like, let me try with these, and just bad writing. And it's like, oh, this doesn't work together. The masochist in me kind of wants to reread it because I'll laugh at how bad it is.
Because now we know how much we hate it, right?
This is terrible. Like this is terrible. Like I don't want to remember this.
Yeah, but you're going to because you read it 3 times.
So that's where I'm at now. I have to figure out if the ranking system changes. Is it worse than ninjets or is it worse than AVPVT?
I will say this though, ninjets is easier to say.
Yeah.
So as someone who's lazy, I'd rather be like, is it as bad as ninjets instead of is it bad as Alien versus Predator versus Terminator?
That's why I say AVPVT.
Yeah. Remember the first time I said that to you on text? You're like, am I supposed to know what that means? I was like,
I was so angry, and that was now just. It's just. It's the angriest I've been reading a comic in a long time. I wasn't angry after reading the Jets. I was just like, what is this? This is terrible. It's memorable, but it's terrible. This is bad. This is bad, man.
Yeah, it's bad. I don't know. This one didn't make me mad, but I was like, can we just hurry up, please? I just want to be done. I read Ninjets. I was like, I think I was mad because I was expecting something a little bit more fun, but it wasn't fun. This one's not fun either, though. But I was expecting it to be bad.
So at this point, I'm ready to do A versus P with these two comics, so we can argue about which one's worse. But tell me, you needed 4 issues to do what this comic did, and it did nothing. All it did was like, blonde guy, you get away. You could have done that one comic if you really wanted to do that.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. This is worse. This could be worse.
Yeah, it should have been an all-out war for one issue, one giant-sized issue, just things killing each other. Done.
Should have been good.
By the way, this is Ba for me. So I don't think it's on wax, but it isn't. I don't want this to end without me.
If you want to litter this with Bas, there should be a field of Bas of just sheep, just mad sheep. This is bad.
Oh, it's bad.